Hello everyone, welcome to the FarmCon pre-stream. I'm Kermit Ball, with me is Martin Rabel. I'm here in Europe getting ready for FarmCon. We just revealed Farming Simulator 25. Martin, maybe we can show the people some more today? What do you have for us?
Yeah, I know, you always ask me if you can show the people a few things before, and I know that you people like to see more. And yes, I mean, I brought a few things, carefully selected them for you to show before we actually reveal a bit more at the weekend. So nice. Follow our social channels after the weekend, and during the weekend you will also see more things coming out of Farming Simulator 25. But you mentioned it already. We've announced the game on June 25.
Yes.
It's going to come out in November 12. And we had a really nice cinematic trailer.
Oh, it was great.
How was the feedback?
The feedback was great. You know, I think it excited a lot of people, but of course they want to see more, right? So
I know.
That's why I had to come bug you, and hopefully we can show the people some more.
And they want to see in-game footage, right?
Right, yes, of course, always.
But first we're going to show you the trailer again, and then we're going to show you a bit of in-game footage. Okay, let's start the trailer.
All around the world, farmers know farming is an art. Like life, we know it can be hard. And it can be surprising, too. But sometimes it's about being at the right place at the right time. A wise man once said that the best lessons are learned under the wide open sky. I think the same thing can be said about our art. Yeah, it can be messy, but it's always beautiful. So beautiful it can help you see yourself and the world in all new ways. In the art of farming, the soil is the canvas, the seeds are the paint, and the harvest is the masterpiece.
Hey, this is pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty darn good. Is it missing something? You're too cute to eat. Maybe some fresh spinach for a change?
All right, that was awesome. That's why people are excited. I think we've been telling this story right through these last few trailers with the same characters. Now we're bringing them in to a new environment. An Asian map is going to be a huge thing for the first time, and rice as well that we've already mentioned before, Martin. What else do we have today? Like, you know, what?
Oh, you really want to know, right? Yeah. First of all, I mean, there's going to be a number of presentations at FarmCon this weekend. And we're going to have a few highlights there.
Right.
And the first thing I would like to let you know more about is the Giants engine.
Right.
Stefan Geigers, our CTO, is going to present the upgrades to the Giants engine, which the game is based on at FarmCon. And one that I'm really looking forward to is the improved fog. You know, that adds a lot of atmosphere. Just wait until you see it.
Well, okay, all right.
Because now the cool thing is that it's actually like particles in the air. So that gives a lot of opportunities. You know, you can have like dense fog. Has dynamic accumulation in valleys. So where it's supposed to be,
right.
You know, not just like at a global parameter on the map. And that fog also enables that you have the sun reflecting, you know, in the fog. It's hard to describe, but I mean, you see it later when I show you these videos. You can imagine.
I think
guess.
that, like, I can get a picture in my head for sure. I think the visuals that sets already, it's kind of painting the picture. You think about what a farming landscape can look like in the fog, and I hope that's what we're going to see.
Do you know what God rays are?
Oh, yeah. Well, first of all, it's a really cool term in gaming. But yeah, you get the light like shining through. You get that like beam of light coming through, and I'm guessing that with the fog that you're talking about, that kind of allows the God rays to shine through. Then, yeah.
People were asking for God rays a long time, and what I just learned actually is that the fog is kind of the prerequisite for God rays. Because to actually have these God rays, you need something in the air that reflects the light.
Right.
And now with the fog, we have that opportunity. And of course, we immediately included the God rays. And they're going to look awesome, seriously.
People are like, stop talking and let's see it, right? So let's check it out.
We've got like reflections on the water, for example.
Yeah, it's lovely.
And you see here, especially with the water, the fog adds a really nice atmosphere.
Yeah, I mean, you can even see it like in the distance. It's kind of covering what the hills in the back look like as well, and kind of making it a little bit more gray and blending in with the fog.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had fog in the game before, right? But like this is taking it to a different level where you can really feel like you're in it.
Yeah, it's actually something that I really was looking forward to. Is also like what you just mentioned, the distance fog.
Right.
Because it makes it look way more realistic, the things in the back.
I mean, just look at this, like with the lights as well, the way the lights react with it, like you were saying, with the volumetric lighting as well. It used to be that like just the building or the signs would illuminate the ground, but now you can actually see both like the tractor in the distance, the lights on the buildings, all creating that awesome look with the lighting of the fog.
Yeah. We're going to have a closer look at it quickly. I mean, it's almost done. Easy also, like that looks really nice, like this fog in the morning over the fields. This is going to look really good when you play the game.
Oh, I mean, there's just that nice feeling, isn't it? Like when you wake up in real life and you kind of see that fog setting in, and it's a nice cool morning, and maybe you have a cup of coffee. This is kind of the feeling that this is giving me, you know, that nice morning when you wake up, but then you got to go to work on the fields, right? And do some farming too.
Yeah,
but
right.
The scenery is lovely.
Let me go back to that one scene. I mean, there are like a few that I really like. I mean, this, for example.
Yeah, I mean,
that's like this typical God rays example, you know.
That's so cool.
You got the tree, the light comes through the tree, and with a tiny bit of fog in the air, you can see it shining through.
Yeah, that's lovely. And I mean, it's coming through like multiple trees there too, which is impressive. And it's just adding to the atmosphere, I would say. It's going to be, I think it'll be challenging to drive in some of this fog at night. Be careful out there, everybody.
I stopped that here. So what do you notice there?
Well,
come on.
I noticed the building, the lights illuminating it, and the fog is kind of sticking out. But what are you trying to lead me towards? What am I?
Yeah, what you just mentioned is that that not just the building is being illuminated, but also the air now. You know, it's also part of the fog, the volumetric lighting. That also it does not just from the sun; it's also the local lights that are actually giving that effect.
Yeah, it looks really cool. I mean, it just adds more depth to the look and feel of the game, I would say.
What other shadows can you think of?
Well, I know that we have cloud shadows, maybe something like that from the air. If the clouds are there, right? Is that where you're leading?
It's almost like you knew it already. Yeah. No, of course. I mean, we told you about it, but now I can show it to you and also our audience there.
Oh, I want to see it.
There's not much to say, right? I mean, you know what cloud shadows are: clouds, sun, shadows on the ground, atmosphere.
So now they're more broken up. It's almost like each individual cloud is creating its own shape, and its shape is creating the shadow on the ground, which is adding another little bit of nice little touch to the visuals of the game as you see it coming over. Of course, you have to have clouds in the sky for this to work, right? But it's cool to see them like have their own individual character, because not every cloud is the same shape, right? They're all different. So.
Yeah, exactly. But of course, you know, when this is like dynamically created, so when you have a cloudless sky, you're not going to have shadows. So don't send any bug reports because you don't have shadows on a, you know, on a
sunny day,
bright blue sky. Yeah. Okay, there's one more thing I want to show you from the Giants Engine 10. We got, you know, like I said, we've got several improvements, but of course, like the the general overall performance optimizations. There are a few things in there that we've done so that we can render more efficiently.
Okay.
And that opens up a few opportunities. And one that I think will look really cool is that some of the most important things in the game, they will just look better again.
I want to see it. What do you have for us?
Yeah, so we got a few looks at trees and crops.
Okay.
They're gonna look like they're gonna have more volume. They're also gonna look nicer in the distances. So, so like you can see here, these like the trees, and you can see the branches, more volume, and I will also.
Yeah, this
show
looks
you.
lovely. I mean, so there's something I think that I heard about this where like we now have different ways that the like trees and the crops can face, right? I think the term is billboards.
Billboards,
right?
Yeah.
So what that word means basically is that now like there's different ways that the trees face. Is that right? Like, am I understanding it right? So it looks better in the distance because it doesn't look like they're all.
Yeah, it's like there's a certain
same.
distance, and at some point you're gonna reduce the details of the tree, and we're gonna have like more variations there now in the distance. So they, in a nutshell, trees in the distance will also look way better than before.
Right. You can kind of like start to see it already where you have it paused here, where the trees in that distance even already look like it looks fuller, right? And the crop as well in the foreground looks the same too. Can you go back a little bit? I think there was even like a wider shot of trees in the distance, back a little bit farther, I think. Or maybe I'm thinking, you can kind of see it there. Maybe I'm
there in the
thinking
back.
Yeah, like just tiny little bit in the back that you can catch in that photo. So this is great. I mean, I think that we always get these kinds of comments. Like we want to see like a little bit more depth in the background. We want to see a little bit more depth in the crops as well. So this is exactly what this is adding.
Yeah, this is something we have really been working on.
Yeah.
Riverbend Springs is the US map. It has more than 70 fields in the game.
Okay.
Of course, you know. What you might not know, Kermit, is that on the map there's a road that spans like the whole map.
Okay.
So you can just drive through it. I heard that's kind of an American thing. Long roads, you know,
yeah, you like
wide
those long
open
roads
areas.
in the country, right?
Yeah.
It's feeling like home already. Been in Europe for a week, so any slice of home is welcome.
Yeah, so you can also have a look at like the trees, of course, like we mentioned, like the trees in the distance.
Right.
Also look at the hood of the tractor, the reflections there. This is also new.
I'm like looking at the landscape and you point that out and that's impressive. Now I'm distracted, I'm not even looking at the map. I'm looking at the reflection in the hood of the tractor there. That's looking lovely already, Martin. I quite like that.
So yeah, glad you like it, but we haven't seen there yet is like one of the key themes of the whole map.
Okay.
It's called Riverbend Springs.
Oh, let me guess. Some water, huh?
Yes, of course. There's a lot of water on the map, and there's one river that's like the main topic of it. So the whole life on that map that evolves around that river.
Yeah.
So everything is kind of river-based, water-based there. You're gonna have creeks, also ships, and there's also going to be a ferry.
Okay, let's see the video. Just show me already. I want to see this. Oh, look at this. This is kind of giving me like vibes of being inspired by Mississippi River or the Mississippi River Network. Some of the offshoots. Of course, rice is a big crop in that area. The rice belt of the U.S. in Arkansas, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Texas. So kind of maybe inspired by all of that. You can use this ferry, right? Can you drive your tractor on the ferry?
Yeah, you can use it.
That's cool. Here's a creek that we see, again, another water feature. Water, as you said, playing a very important role in this map. And look
the
at
God rays again.
The God rays, the reflections on the water look really cool. And they're actually fitting like what's in the landscape. You can see this tree right here on the right. And the reflection, you can even see the crossings there. I think that's like a railroad crossing up above on the shore. And even some fog now too. So all of these things we've been talking about leading up to this video already are shown right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's looking really good.
Let's have a look at the ferry again, just because we mentioned that it's a big part.
Right.
So to cross the river, you need bridges.
Right.
Or a ferry in that case,
This is cool.
this is going to be something new that you can use.
I can't wait to see how people are going to utilize this ferry. This is really cool because this is a real part of agriculture, and having this in the game is a nice little touch, I think, especially for this kind of area of the U.S. that it's inspired by.
Yeah.
You have anything else? What else do you got for us?
I do have,
You're bringing all the goodies out today.
You know, you also need to get some work done. So not just, you know, hop on the ferry and cross the river, or sit there and, you know, look at the water. To get some work done, you know, you need some like dealers to actually buy the tractors.
Right.
You need gas station, animal dealers to buy your animals.
You need the machines to do it right.
So we got a nice area there that I want to show you. So that's like all in one place. It's a central location where you can buy some gas, buy your machines, and of course we're going to have a lot of machines in the game again. We're going to have more than 400 authentic machines from over 150 licensed brands. And here, you know, we just show you with like the
Wait a minute,
dealers.
is that animals in the pen at the animal dealer?
I just wanted to tell you, yes, you can see the animals before you buy them.
That's a nice little touch.
No cat on the back.
Yeah, here's some sheep that we're driving by, you can see. That's really cool, and I like how like even the dealer and the gas station, like that area, it has that same like kind of small town, like rural America feel to it, because it wasn't like a big industrial animal dealer. It was like, you know, it was a smaller one, right? Like you feel, you really feel the impact of what the map is supposed to be from that. That's cool. I really like that.
Glad you like it. Hope you guys like it too. And of course, I mean, send all your feedback in. Kermit's gonna read it. You're gonna answer to every single post there, I hope.
We'll do what we can. We're loving the feedback already. Definitely send us the feedback. We hope that you're excited, as Martin said, and we'll continue to show you as much as we can. What else we got to excite the people? Give me more, Martin.
Well, you know, we have farming. You've seen the animals.
Right.
But of course, we're also gonna have forestry in the game again.
Okay, cool.
It's been a big part in the recent games already, and we're just gonna improve on that. I mean, like I told you, the trees are gonna look more voluminous, several billboards, different sizes. They're gonna look better from the distance, and overall, I mean, the forest is just gonna look amazing. I know I'm repeating myself there. I mean, this is just...
That's the feeling I'm getting too, though, right now. Like, all of this stuff is pretty amazing. I think that, you know, visually, a lot of this stuff is what people have been asking for, right? Like, set the scene a little bit more, because farming, you're really connected to the nature, to the ground around you and the nature around you, right? So adding that a little bit of extra feel of like really being immersed in the environment is great. I hope, like Martin said, I hope you like it. I think you will. It's looking awesome already. So I see another video.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see.
I'm going to start it now. Okay. The forest.
Yeah, you can already see the tree. Again, we've talked about this a couple of times, but the trees definitely feeling like they have more depth. Even like the individual limbs are providing a little bit of extra depth. And what these pathways, Martin, there was something in the trailer earlier that we showed, a motorbike, right, that we hinted at. This doesn't look like a path really for a big machine. This looks like maybe some paths for a motorbike.
Yeah, I mean, some smaller tractors also fit on there, of course.
Right,
but it's going to be
more fun
to drive there with a motorbike, yeah.
Look at this, like even this like little flower right here, this purple one. I don't know the all my flowers, you know, I haven't studied up on that. But that even had more detail too, right? Like it even feels fuller, which is really nice. And then of course you.
Oh, that viewpoint actually.
Yeah, the viewpoint.
It's gonna must be a nice view there.
Yeah, maybe this is like the highest part of the map. I would assume on this hill. Man, if I can climb that, I want to see what the entire map looks like, right? Maybe that's where people will go first when they play.
This is something that we're not going to show you today. You have to see that for yourself. You have to be there.
You're not going to show me everything, huh? Okay, well.
No, I got something special for you, something really important. I mean, the machines and the gameplay of the game.
Nice, okay.
And I got an expert for that, Stefan Mauros, our gameplay programmer and lead integrator.
All right, Stefan, you're here. I have a feeling that you have something really good for me. What do you have?
Yeah, I prepared something really special. So it's like the first gameplay of the new game.
Okay.
Yeah, I picked a special gameplay feature now for the stream. So it's about the Rise.
Of course.
But of course, we will reveal some more stuff on the weekend.
Right.
But yeah, I picked the Rise because it's also introducing some new gameplay mechanics.
Yeah.
So it's not just a new crop like wheat or so. So it's a bit more in depth.
Our players are excited about this. So
Yeah.
I think they're sitting there like, please, Stefan, Kermit, give us more. So go ahead, tell us what you have for us.
Yeah. So let's jump right into the gameplay I recorded.
Okay.
So you can see our beautiful map and also the lighting,
Right.
as you showed earlier in the stream. Yeah, I got here some greenhouses. So that's
What's this?
It's something different. So first we got two different rice types. So that's the first rice type, and that is transplanted. So you grow the saplings until they're like 10 centimeters high or so.
Okay.
And after that, you got a special planter that plants those saplings into the real field. So we first grow those saplings in the greenhouse.
Okay.
And yeah, then we bring the pellets of saplings to our planter, and then we start planting. So yeah, we jump right into the field.
Okay.
So that's our planter. It's from Iseki. And yeah, let's load the saplings we brought with our fence.
Oh, how cool.
Front loader. It's a really cool animation.
This machine's so cool to me because it's unlike anything we already have in the game, right? I mean,
yeah, it's completely new.
Yeah.
So yeah, and also you will see the planting animation, which is pretty nice. So I spent some time there to implement it nicely.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah, let's drive into the field. You will also see the water.
It looks lovely. Like I just saw a glimpse of the sun even like reflecting off of the water.
Yeah, and especially if you drive into it, you see really how the water is reacting to the wheels. So
Right.
you see the small waves. That looks really nice.
This machine is just so cool. I mean, it's so funky looking, but like the technology behind this is super impressive. I want to see what it looks like once it actually starts putting it in the ground.
You see the parts at the back. They're really special because they're picking each sapling from the pellets, which looks pretty nice.
Oh, yeah. So it's like it's almost like a typewriter. It's
It's
to the side, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's pretty nice. And if you zoom in detail, you will also have that.
Yeah.
A bit later on the field. Yeah, it has grown. And also you see the water is gone. So normally for planting those transplanted saplings, you need water in the field.
Okay.
And then during growth, the rice consumes the water because it really needs the water for growing. And after it has grown, the water gets less and less, and while harvesting, there's no water anymore.
Okay.
So here we got our Iseki rice harvester for this rice type. It's also a pretty nice harvester.
So another new brand, of course, or this machine at least, right?
This machine, yeah, it's something completely new.
So this is the Asian. Is this fair to say this is the Asian style of harvesting we're using this machine?
Yeah,
right?
exactly. So they do mostly with those kind of harvesters, but we'll see how the Americans do it later on.
No, let me just point something out because the rice harvesting, Stefan, is really cool. But I think everyone else, as well as me, might notice something in the bottom right corner that maybe we've been asking for a while. The players that see GPS.
I don't see that.
You don't see that? Okay, well, we do. Hopefully, you're going to show us more. Maybe I know you're giving this talk in depth at FarmCon, right?
On the weekend, I will give a more depth talk, a bit longer, a bit more gameplay. And maybe
now we're going to have everyone wishing they could be at FarmCon with that one announced. So just that little teaser.
Yeah.
Okay. Amazing.
So we saw also this pretty nice harvest animation of the Iseki. So it's how the plants go through the harvest is kind of special. As you can see, they're going along the side. So that looks pretty nice as well.
Yeah, that's really cool. How, like you said, it comes up like is that like a conveyor belt that it's like feeding it? Then that's really cool. That, I mean, that animation looks pretty nice.
Yeah.
All right, well, we've seen it the Asian way. I have a feeling
we got some.
You've got something else. I want to see it the American way, of course.
So the American way is, of course, a bit bigger.
Right.
So we got here our CR11 combine from New Holland. So we already showed that on the last Agri Technica. We had there a little teaser.
Right.
But it's a pretty nice combine. It looks pretty nice.
Yeah.
And this one we are using for our US style rice. So you got just a normal harvester.
Okay.
So yeah, that rice is also growing on a rice field which need to be flooded.
Okay.
But you plant it with a regular seeder.
Right.
So it's kind of similar to wheat or something.
Right.
But you still need the water to have it grow.
Right.
Because rice consumes a lot of water while growing. So it's there a bit different.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think the flooded fields we like showed a little bit like in the cinematic trailer too, right?
Yeah, exactly.
The CR11, by the way, everyone out there watching, you can get the gold edition version of this if you get the collector's edition, or if you buy it on our website as well, you can get it with the year one bundle and with the Giants eShop version of the game too. So if you want your CR11 to be nice and shiny gold, that's how you can get it.
It's indeed my favorite version of it.
Yes, of course. Nice. It's so nice. All right. What else? Is that all you have for now?
That's it for now. We'll show some more stuff on the weekend. But
I'll be there. I'm looking forward to it. And follow our social channels. You'll see more of what Stefan has to talk about, of course, coming out after FarmCon as well. Welcome back, Martin. Stefan just showed us rice farming for the first time. I mean, that little bit of gameplay, you saved the best for last, I feel like, seeing that. I mean, the water was cool, the way the machines work. And I didn't expect rice to be like a multi-step process as well. You actually like grow the saplings in a greenhouse and then you grab those to plant on the field.
Yeah, we kind of kept that from you. We kept some surprise for you too, but you can, of course, interact with the community now and talk about it.
Yeah. Of course, this is it for the Farming Simulator 25 coverage that we have on the pre-stream, but there's more coming this weekend. Make sure you follow all of our social channels. There'll be more coming about Farming Simulator 25. And, I can't wait for more, Martin.
We got one more thing from the weekend.
All right.
FSL Season 5 World Championships.
Ah, yes. Exciting stuff.
Yeah.
When is that? When is it taking place, Martin?
Well, tune in on Saturday, 4 p.m. German time. That's CEST. When our 8 finalists fight for 200,000 euros prize pool. And of course, the title of world champions.
Yeah, that'll be exciting to see who comes out on top. And we're going to leave you with a hype video to basically sign off today's stream. Martin, Stefan, thanks to both of you for being here. It was an exciting time to see all of this gameplay. For now, we're going to hype up the FSL like you were just talking about. So let's roll that video and we'll see you in the future. Yep. Make sure to follow our social channels for more information.
All right, goodbye.
Oh no!